Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late April 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aries collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we have for you. We have just moved out of Aries season. So I hope you all had a very happy birthday. The deck is acting a little funky already. This should be interesting. But yeah, we're going to look at this first card real quick. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. So let's get this first card out here for you, shall we? Let's get it going. What do we got for the Aries collective? Please and thank you, my guides. All right. It's always a nice little way to start off any reading. And the deck is being super funky. Okay, so we do have this energy of possibly someone trying to lay low or not start any issues. This always has a little veil of mystery to it as well. It's a beautiful card, but there's a lot of layers to it. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look at this card. So on the surface, we see this beautiful young lady in that pond. She's swimming with the swans or the birds, whichever ones they might be. And to me, it usually seems like somebody trying to lay low. Somebody not trying to start problems, doesn't want issues, is just trying to blend in with their surroundings. So this might be someone that doesn't want any static, any action, any beef with you in the bad way. Maybe some of you are very much living in that drama-free mindset where you're like, okay, I'm staying in my lane. This could very much be this vibe. There's a beauty to this card as well. So you could be experiencing changes to your looks or craving a change to your looks in some sort of way when this shows up. But also there's this little veil of mystery, and I'm interested to see if it shows up within the reading itself. We're just going to place her over here. I always say the first card doesn't make or break the reading, it's just the footnote. But let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. That was an interesting way to start. Let's shuffle it up one time for you. What do we got for Aries, please, my guides? Talk to me. So, last week's reading was titled A Karmic Warning. And the reason it was titled that is there was a lot of karmic cycle type of energy and cards around the Aries collective. So a lot of you might be going through big changes, major life events, things like that. Somebody could be incurring karma or learning a karmic lesson. Now, that could have been somebody else. It doesn't have to be the Aries. But let's get you 3 and see what we have for you this week. Usually those energies are very slow moving and they persist for a while. But we're going to see what we have for you. Let's get you 3. What do we got for Aries? And you already know, only take this how it hits for you because energy is very fluid. We could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. Okay, we're starting off with a lovely card. We have the Ace of Pentacles in position number 1. It's a good start. I don't want to get too carried away though, but that is my card of golden opportunity, so that could be luscious. Let's get 2 more actually. What do we got for Aries, please? Thank you. All right, Knight of Wands. This is another beautifully confident type of card that could speak about you, another fire sign. We'll really have to break this down. A lot of action here, a lot of movement. Could be craving something here, really wanting to get something going. And here's this little veil of mystery right on the back end. We have the moon. So there might be a lot of surprises. And for a portion of you, they could be very good ones when we have a lineup like this. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into the juicy intuitive messages. So at first glance, when I look down at this spread, it's giving me a decent energy to start. Now that could switch throughout the reading. It's very fluid. But in an even mixture of elements here. The only one we're missing so far is air. We have earth, we have fire, we have water. Possible different zodiac signs showing up here, but it's giving me an okay feeling so far. Hopefully we could ride this energy through to the end. But position number 1, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, it's my card of golden opportunities. When this card shows up, there could be a big influx of money coming in. Very nice for material aspects of life. Now, I see this card, I think of Spirit dropping something in your lap, like a golden opportunity or just something really good that you possibly didn't see coming. This is a good card for new, any sort of new endeavors. So could it be new work things, new money making opportunities? Absolutely. But it's about harnessing and attaining these options, right? It's like, because every option can wither on the vine. That is something to always remember, especially if it's something you've manifested. You got to meet the universe halfway. Interesting way to start. Now, as we press forward through the reading, we have the Knight of Wands. Doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. This is fire sign energy, so we're talking Aries, Leo, Sag. In my simplistic style of reading, this could mention a way you might be feeling when we clarify it, or something that could be coming towards you. Notice, if we look down here, this Knight is looking right ahead at this Ace of Pentacles. So that's why I was feeling this drive, this action, this movement, forward momentum here is really nice. So there could be something you're really wanting to do or really wanting to attain. There's a wanting here, and not in a bad way. When we see the Knight of Wands, sure, I mean, all cards have a positive and negative. The positives of this card is, like I said, forward action, forward movement, forward momentum. It's very sociable and party animal-like sometimes, but in the negative, this Knight of Wands could be very spontaneous. It could be combative too, so this could sometimes speak about little beefs and fights, but it's not giving me that energy just yet. Now, moving to the very back end, we have a bit of a curveball here, or what could be a curveball, depending. We have the Moon card right on the back. For some of you, you might be connected to a Pisces or a Cancer when this card shows up. I tend to link it more towards Pisces. This is the biggest card of mystery in the whole entire deck. It's a beautiful energy. It could be psychic gifts. It could speak about intuition, the beautiful etheric vibes. Anything spiritual could be encapsulated in this Moon card. So you might be getting an extra tug from the spiritual side of life. But when I see this, like I said, biggest card of mystery to me, the unexpected, the surprising, the unseen. So we want to see what this Moon is representing. Now notice it's behind this Knight. There could be different surprises popping up here. So we really, really want to dive deeper on all this action, Aries. Let's do that. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here. Let's reset this deck for Aries, please. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. What's going on that Ace of Pentacles here? Why is that Ace of Pentacles here for Aries? And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aries, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind. Okay, Ace of Pentacles time. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for Aries, please? Thank you. Queen of Cups, good. All right, yeah, water-earth combination here. Okay, this is somebody secretly wanting to do something. So you might be hoping for some sort of result that you're not really sharing with those around you, or there is a secret wanting or needing that you might have that you're just not sharing with those that are closest to you. Now, as an Aries myself, I know we're not the most secretive type of sign. We wear our heart on our sleeve. We tell people about our ambitions, what we want to do, where we want to go. But there is some little reservation here of a result that you may want that you're just keeping within. Now, aside from that, we have still very good, positive, optimistic energy here with this Queen of Cups in the upright. More water sign energy, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But when we see her, she's creative, she's artistic, and combining with this earthy energy here, that's possible blessings, wins. So in combination, this is very good, but you might not be telling a lot of people about what your goals, your ambitions, how you want something to turn out. Okay, just take from that what you will. That's just the vibe I'm getting here. Okay, whether new, bad, or indifferent, like, I don't feel like it's bad though. We're gonna keep pressing forward. I feel like I don't want to overcomplicate this message. We all have wants, we all have needs and aspirations, and you know what? We don't have to share it with everybody around us. It doesn't have to be public knowledge. Let's go in on that Knight of Wands. And remember, this could be how someone you're connected to is feeling. They might have some sort of result they're wanting that they're not really speaking or putting out there. Let's see what's up with that Knight of Wands. Interesting that we still have unexpected energy or surprising energy back here. So that seems to be a big theme because I was picking that up a little earlier too. I feel like we need a quick little reset. So what do we got this Knight of Wands here for, please? Thank you. All right, thanks. Okay, yeah, here's that karmic energy here. Really wanting some sort of new start. There could be certain things like you're really trimming or cutting out of your life in this time. There could be something you like really just say, you know what, I'm completely done with this. Like, this is over with, or I'm tired of giving energy to this. A lot of Aries could be really tempted. Now, does that mean it's a person? Not necessarily. This could just be a behavior, a way of acting. It could be habits as well. We have the Death card in the upright under this Knight of Wands. Okay, more water energy, tons of water sign energy here. But once again, like last week's reading, karmic cycles. So we talk about massive changes, massive paradigm shifts. So a lot of you, once again, like I said earlier in the beginning, if you're not quite experiencing it just yet, just know for a lot of Aries, your paradigm could shift or change in a massive way when we see this type of energy. And it is karmic, okay? And that speaks about the cycles of life. But yeah, there could be certain things that you're just really wanting to cut out, that you're over it. Okay, like, yeah, I'm over this for whatever reason. But let's see what's up with that Moon card. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the Shadow card. Interesting reading this week, Aries. It's coming through very straightforward, not a lot of nonsense here. But let's go in on that Moon card. Let's see what this mystery could be about. What is that Moon here for Aries? And now the deck's being specific. What do we got? Thank you. This just feels really good to me, my friends. Page of Wands in the upright underneath this Moon card. All right, yeah, this could be some sort of unexpected talk or news coming in here. Whenever I see a page, I think of students, I think of messengers. We have two big signals of new here. We have new in the beginning. We have new right here on the back end with this karmic cycle shifting. Now, with that Page of Wands, big communicator here. It's usually someone that leaps before they look. This is someone that is prone to take action, make big jumps. So yeah, you might be feeling extra spontaneous in this time. So just keep your head on a swivel, right? There might be certain urges you're feeling where you just jump off for whatever reason. Now the Page of Wands, once again, communication back and forth. So when I see it underneath this moon, this does speak, like I said, about either some sort of unexpected news or unexpected conversation or talk. But I do feel like we're skewing in the positive way here. If this was in reverse, I would say something different. But this is feeling really nice here, especially in conjunction with all the other cards we have going here. A lot of you could be receiving some really good news. And the way the energy flows throughout the whole entire spread this week is super intriguing to me, Aries. But let's go through real quick. I'll give you a recap, then we'll get into the Shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, once again, the energetic flow, we're starting with the beginning, shifting and changing, and another fresh new beginning here on the back end. But we have the Ace of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups in the upright. There could be big connections here with other fire signs or water signs in this spread. But the Queen of Cups is usually beautiful, artistic, creative, very motherly type of energy, but it could be a little secretive. So when I see it under the Ace of Pentacles, there could be some sort of result you're wanting or an end game or something that you want to attain that you're not really speaking or putting out there, a result that you just want to see come in. Now, this could be somebody else too. They might want something to work out a very specific way and they're not putting it out there, but just keep that in mind. I'm still feeling good energy here throughout the spread. So wins, victories, all that stuff. In the center, we do have the Knight of Wands, a card that could represent you, and the Death card. Notice that these are both, the two fire sign cards are surrounding the Death card. That's not a card to be scared about. Yes, it's Scorpio vibes here. Karmic energies, karmic cycles, a lot of you could be experiencing major life changes here. But a big vibe I was picking up was wanting to trim something away or give up on something. Like, I'm over it, I'm over this, you know, I'm done giving energy to something. So take from that what you will, my friends. Moving to the back end, we have positive. So yeah, that could be a little bit of a speed bump right here in the middle, but the moon and the Page of Wands in the upright is some sort of like unexpected news, unexpected conversation or message coming in, and it does feel good to me. Like some good news coming in that you don't see coming, especially with all this other energy. So that's really good. For a portion of you, it could just be someone you didn't expect to hear from that just pops up and hits you up. But please take a screenshot if you want to look into those further. I'm going to get you one shadow card here. I'd say overall the energy was looking nice for the week, Aries. So even if you're going through a tough time, I would say there's a lot of new that could be coming in, a lot of changes. And sometimes change could be a bit painful, it could be a bit tough, but I do feel like something could be going for the better. Let's get you one shadow card just to see what's in the shadows. My guides, talk to me. What do we got in the shadows for Aries, please? I'm still using the Shadowland Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks, especially for shadow stuff. And we have the moon in the shadows once again. This is always what intrigues me the most with the shadow card, when we get cards that were in the spread itself. Okay, so I did say it in the reading itself, a lot of Aries are never really prone to secrecy or the hidden. But when this shows up in the shadows, how you respond to the unexpected, how you respond to surprise or things that don't plan could be highlighted from spirit. Now, for a portion of you, yes, this could be a Piscean or a Cancerian that you might have a history with for some reason or another. But once again, the unseen, the hidden, this is a perfect card to show up in the shadows. So there might be something you are trying to suppress, put down, or hide from others when we see this. Some aspect about yourself you might be trying to keep hidden for whatever reason, and spirit could want you to shed light on it, whether it's within yourself or share with somebody else. So also, just like I said, expect the unexpected here, because the moon did show up twice, Aries. But yeah, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab at the end of the Fire Air readings this weekend. But for April, I'll be running it back and giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. It's a brand new deck and it's a lot of fun to work with. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which ones spoke to you most. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of April, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you next time.